Let's go.
Have fun.
Should we leave?
Yeah, everyone needs to leave.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Leave the
All right,
daisy, please.
see you guys.
And who else?
Candy boots. Thank you.
Right.
Okay. And they're off, right?
Yeah, we're
They are
5
off,
seconds
so
in.
I'm going to,
Okay.
sorry about that, open up the challenge rules. Bismuth, do you want to read them?
Yeah. Okay, so challenge 4 is named OK Boomer. The objective is to ignore Wrinkly's advice 20 different times. And so you have to read what Wrinkly tells you and then collect golden bananas that she's hinting towards without actually doing what she tells you to do to get it. And so runners have to get a golden banana. No other collectible will count. There is one specific hint, for instance, that she actually gives you a hint to get key 3, but that's not a golden banana, so that wouldn't count. And also, each golden banana can only count towards a single hint. As an example, that's not a real hint that she gives you, but if she says, ask Candy for help to free Lanky, then you're meant to skip the part where you play the bongos in Llama Temple to turn the hot water into regular water and open that gate to free Lanky. So you can collect a free Lanky golden banana by clipping there some other way instead of playing the bongos to open the gate. What wouldn't count would be to just free Lanky without getting the golden banana, or to free him via cutout, or you need to get a golden banana, so you would need to get the free Lanky golden banana. And another thing he wouldn't be able to get is just any Lanky or chunky golden banana, because freeing Lanky unlocks the golden bananas that Lanky gets. That's just too indirect of a link. You need to be a little more direct about it. There's only a few places where that would be a problem for other hints that she gives you. Usually hints are for specific golden bananas, or maybe they can apply to 2 or 3. So that's pretty much it. Highest amount of golden bananas wins, and so if you get to 20, well, that's your time is what you get, and if you don't get 20, then it's your score that will determine your placement. And they have 2 hours to do this.
Seems like right now they're just all doing their training barrels, pretty standard. Mumbo's still with 69, but not actually. Another thing to note about this challenge is that there are 35 wrinkly hints in the game, and only about 23 of them are actually doable without following her advice. So they're also going to have to decipher which ones they can even actually complete. For example, Tiny's in Aztec is something about her playing the saxophone to get into Beetle Race. There's no way to get into Beetle Race without playing the saxophone, so they're not going to be able to complete that one.
I mean, it's theoretically possible, but I don't know anyone who's ever done it.
No one's going to be able to do that.
So yeah, they should probably all be doing the same kind of thing for the first few minutes.
Actually, one thing that would be smart for them to all do, I don't know if any of them are going to know this, they can research the wrinkly hints
right
off stream, but the Aztec hints, DK's is the only one that is possible for them to bypass. So the smartest decision for them to do here is to make sure they check DK's on their way into Aztec, get it done, and then never come back, because the other 4 wrinkly hints are all impossible to complete.
Yeah. Sorry, you were talking about Aztec? Sorry, I was
Yeah.
answering questions.
Yeah.
All right, TKettle is in Aztec lobby already. TJ also in.
TJ, yep, checking the Wrinkly hint.
Oh, right. Could you share screen actually
Oh,
so
yes, I
can
can.
have
Sorry.
no delay? All right, thank you. And also make sure you vote for which of the 4 featured runners you think will win. Not necessarily win their whole race, but just win amongst those 4
These
runners.
So TJ and TKettle both checked DK's hint. I don't think Jeff did. So
I'm guessing that, sorry,
No, go
I'm
ahead.
guessing that whoever doesn't read the DK hint just probably wants to get key 5 and then come back to Aztec later.
Yeah. DK's hint is basically telling him he needs to do the Bee Blast course to free the llama. Now, you can't get the free llama GB without doing the Bee Blast course, but the other thing that the Bee Blast course does in freeing the llama is it spawns the switches to let you into Llama Temple. So what they could do is they could go into Llama Temple and get one of the GBs in there, and that would still count, because they're not actually using the Bee Blast course to progress into the Llama Temple.
I forgot the thing we said we could. All right.
We've got double dogged on. Mumbo is going organic.
Ooh, interesting.
I think ideally you want to, you might prefer to do Castle Kongs because you can just go to every level with all the Kongs and all of the hints will already be available to you.
I hope Mumbo knows it. Okay.
Yeah, he knows.
The first time you talk to Wrinkly, she has this long introduction text. All right. So far, the questions I got were about the generic premise of the whole thing, but I'm sure the like the GB specific questions will be flowing in at some point.
Yeah, I think Mumbo checked DK's hint and decided to go the other route. DK's hint for Japes is to basically get the coconut switches, or get the coconut gun to shoot the coconut switches. So the easiest GB to get that bypasses doing that is the free Diddy GB. You can free Diddy through Castle Kongs and then come back and just grab that GB and that would count. But it also...
TKettle's gone black.
Oh? Did his stream die?
His counter was there, and now his counter's gone. So I'm wondering what happened.
I think his stream might have died.
Yeah, I was thinking at first that
yeah, I don't have him open
it was
anymore.
a capture problem, but then I saw his counter was actually up for a moment, so anyway, sorry.
I will fix that.
Alright, so I think Jeff just got key 5 and is out of Aztec. TJ is about to go to Castle.
Oh, I don't think he's back live yet. Do you think you would be able to keep an eye on that for me?
Yeah, I can.
his computer just crashed.
Okay. That's unfortunate. Ooh, Mumbo. Okay, he's just doing llama cutscene skip. I see. I thought he was gonna get the DK blueprint. Another thing that runners like will have to do during this race is they need to actually talk to Wrinkly every time. In some lobbies, it actually takes some time to set up opening every Wrinkly door. Like especially in Fungi lobby and Caves lobby, you need to like drop a rock on the switch to lower all the. All right, so we see here TJ getting a hint about pulling the levers to access the castle minecart. You can skip that by doing a torch clip or phase walking to reach the to reach the minecart loading zone without pulling the levers. So if TJ knows about torch clip, he probably go get that GB.
I think Diddy's is the only in castle that you can't get. All the rest of them are pretty simple to bypass.
Right. Yeah, Diddy says that you need to exercise the ballroom and then light the candles, which there's no way to make that bonus barrel appear without doing those steps. Yeah, Lanky needs
Ooh.
she says
Sorry.
Oh, he fell.
Yeah.
So she tells Lanky that he needs the Funky's last upgrade, so Sniper Scope, to do the tower, but you can do that with just homing ammo. For Tiny, she needs to be in the ballroom and monkey port into the museum, but you can go directly to the museum and clip out of bounds to go to car race. And for Chunky, she literally just says punch stuff, and all 4 of his regular golden bananas can be collected without punching stuff. So you can get any one of those 4, and that works. All right, so... Oh, TKettle's back?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was reading hints and I didn't notice he was back.
Okay. He just came back.
So... Looks like of all those runners, TJ has a slight lead, just because he's in cutout already.
I just instructed him to bring his counter up when he gets the chance. Oh, there we go.
Mumbo's still on 69 points.
Yeah, he finished this a while ago and kept going.
He might have forgotten that he left it at 69 and will scramble once he realizes,
Yeah,
once he gets his first
probably.
point.
Yeah, it looks like we have 2 people, Oh, I got a question.
So yeah, I think in this case, the best strategy is really just to first free every Kong, and then while you're doing that, Google wrinkly text, and then figure out what your strategy is going to be. Because you do need to talk to Wrinkly, but you don't necessarily need to like learn the information by talking to Wrinkly. You just need to go talk to her. Runners should probably look up the information somewhere and use that to set up their strategy as they're going. Alright, so I think TJ should be close to done with freeing all the Kongs.
Oh! Mumbo got the moonkick, but he didn't realize it and jumped out of it. Dang.
That happens.
Yeah.
The worst is when the ghost just starts
Yeah.
messing with your attempts. Jeff with some phase walk attempts and reverts back to the tried and true moonkick.
Tried and true.
So everyone is in king cutout so they can free all the Kongs. If you go to cutout, it's a boss that you fight with every Kong, and because it's so late in the game, there's no check for whether you actually have the Kongs or not. So if you pause exit the boss as whatever Kong, and then you enter attack barrel, you're gonna free that Kong that way. So we go in with only DK, and we pause exit with every single Kong to fill up the attack barrel, and we don't have to free them normally. Nice Splat showing up through the wall for TJ.
Yeah.
Alright, so now that he has all the Kong, he can just talk to Wrinkly for everyone in the lobby and figure out what he wants to do. Looks like everyone is fully reading those hints.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've researched them.
TKettle's
I tried to
reading.
make it somewhat clear in the rules that they just need to check the hints without like having to actually fully read the entire text.
Yeah. I think it doesn't take too long to read the hints if you don't like have a resource up to show them, you know? Like if you don't know what it says, it does not hurt to take the time to read them.
Yeah.
They're not that long.
It does mean though that you can't like really prepare in advance for each level, that like what exactly you're gonna do and what you will need for it if you don't like read every hint before you go into the levels.
Yeah.
But they are required to talk to Wrinkly. They can't just go get the GBs. They need to talk to her first and then ignore her advice.
I think this is correct information, Bismuth, but correct me if I'm wrong. I believe they need, if they want to get 20, they need Gorilla Grab.
Oh, I can't tell you that. I could check. But...
Because I think there are 23 possible hints for them to accomplish. And 3 or 4 of them are in fungi, and then there's something they have to do in factory with one of DK's that requires the lever in production room.
Yeah, power shed. Wait, are you sure about that? Oh, right, the fungi. Sorry. Yeah. That's right. There are 2 hints in fungi.
For the fungi hints, you need Gorilla Grab to even read them. It looks like TJ read the hints for Castle and chose to leave and go to Factory instead. I think that's fair because Castle has really bad GBs. The ones that it's making you do are Car Race, Beaver Bother, and DK Minecart. Which all take a long time. They're also probably going to be wanting to take notes as they read the hints. TKettle is choosing to go for Chunky Crypt. So we might have our first GB not long from now.
I see Znern is typing. All right, what did I miss?
was just saying TKettle's about to get his first GB.
Nice.
And this one will absolutely count because Chunky's hint says to use punch if all else fails, I believe. And so
Right,
he just
and he
needs
just
to
flipped
get
out.
he just needs to get any Chunky GB that's behind punch.
All right, TG just asked me about something that I think he's about to go do. He just asked me about, so in Factory for DK, Wrinkly says, Donkey must climb up to the top floor if you want to bring the factory to life. And so what you can do instead is you can simply moonkick from the bottom and reach the power shed that way, and that works.
Alright, so we have our first point on stream.
GG, stop the race. All right, let's see what Jeff does in Japes here as well.
If Jeff has read all of the hints, he should know that all he needs to do to get his first point is grab DK's free Diddy GB in here. And that's exactly what he's doing.
Could you, when you have some time, or rather tell DK that when he has some time, just move his counter a little bit towards the corner because it's bugging me. It's like in the middle of the thing. Ooh, TJ, no, sorry, Mumbo is doing a torch clip here, so that will totally count for minecart. That is one of the best clips in the game. There we go, he got it. So now if he can navigate out of bounds all the way to the minecart and get that golden banana, that counts. Ooh, I see Jeff that got 1 point, but I didn't notice what banana he just got.
It was the free Diddy GB.
Ah, I see. Yeah, that definitely counts. And looks like TKettle is about to do exactly the same as Mumbo.
TKettle's probably going to go for the phase walk-in.
Right.
But it
yeah,
will be the
the
same
whole
trick.
navigation. The whole navigation from the torch clip is a little annoying, but Mumbo got it.
I think Jeff is actually about to get his second point because he just bought Peanut.
Right. Yeah, this one, which one? It's Wrinkly tells you to shoot the switch inside the minecart area to make the bridge appear. And so if you get to the switch without using that bridge, then that counts.
Win. Yep. We've got
There
two
are
DK
some
minecarts going on.
We keep being in silence for 10 seconds and talking at the same time. I was just going to say there are some vague hints, but most of them are pretty straightforward as to like what GB you need and what you need to skip.
Yeah, we really opened ourselves up to let them know that they could DM us for clarification and confirmation on anything. What happened?
No, Jeff thought of getting Peanut, but he forgot that he needs Slam for the Switch.
No!
He hasn't visited Cranky yet. That's
Dang.
such a common thing. In any bingo, like forgetting Slam until you need it somewhere is really annoying.
Oh, yeah. I think my most common is freeing Chunky. Trying to free Chunky without it.
The worst is Mad Jack.
Oh,
but
yeah,
Chunky is very common. Because for Mad Jack, you realize only once you're actually trying to hit a switch. So double bone zone. Cerilda would be proud.
Oh, yeah.
If he could watch the restream, but he's racing, so he can't. Wow, Mumbo on 47 coins. He's not joking around. Does he think it's 25? He just stopped collecting at 50. Oh wait, maybe he stopped because there are no more coins.
For the first 6 years that I speedran 101%, I thought that you needed to get 50 for this minecart.
Mornin Etiquette, thank you for the raid. All right, so we should be seeing TJ getting his first point here by getting the power shed via moon kick.
Yeah.
There we go. He asked me about this, so I'm assuming he's gonna
Right.
do that.
Jeff now has Simian Slam. I know because I saw him by a ring stand.
Yeah.
So.
There we go. So TJ is foregoing. Oh no, he doesn't have
Oh! Does he not have
coconut shooter.
coconut?
Yeah, and I think that it's like possible to just orange clip or something, but I think he's just gonna come back.
I will say he does have notes on the left side of his stream. We obviously only have his gameplay up, but I do have his stream up fully, and he's taking notes.
Yeah, this is a note taking challenge for sure.
For sure.
You need to plan your what you're actually gonna do. And looks like he's already read the hints because he's clearing them rather quickly, or maybe not. Actually, he just went back. So Tiny's hint in factory here doesn't actually do anything because it's only for Mad Jack, which doesn't give you a golden banana. And only golden bananas count. Oh, Mumbo just realized.
Yep. Going from 69 down to 1.
Needs to reset after doing this because if you don't pull the levers, then the door will be closed and it's solid on both sides. And when you try to walk out, you're going to be stuck in the auto walk cutscene.
Yeah. But TKettle just got his second, and Jeff is about to get his second now.
Yeah, there are. I think there are 3 solid doors in this game. The DK minecart is one, ballroom is one, and the tree as well in castle, and there's a Aztec lobby, and those are the 4 solid doors in this game. Every other door is liquid. So TG just got in factory the golden banana for freeing Chunky. Without using his rank stand to free him, so that's another point. Or I say that's his first point actually, because he didn't get the first one. There we go, Jeff with the underground in japes without pounding the X, so that's good.
I just got a question about Jape's Lanky, which gives you 2 pieces of instructions. And you have to skip both of them. You can't use Peanut Switch, and you can't slam the stumps to get his painting room.
Like Jeff is doing gun skew here, probably going to be helpful for Tinies. Could be helpful for Lankies as well. Or he could do Tinies first and then Lankies with the same skew. All right. Mumbo and TKettle are done listening to Wrinkly's dumb advice, and they're ready to go ignore all of it.
Yep. I was just getting a bunch of questions from both of them, actually, so I wasn't, I wasn't
Right. Yeah, I got
really
a couple
looking at
questions
stream.
as well. We did expect to get many questions for this challenge, so we told them beforehand to make sure to message us for any specific question they might have.
Yeah, it's a bit ambiguous how the points are supposed to be collected. Jeff got up to 4. I'm assuming he's done Tiny's stump.
Yeah, I think he just did. And now he's using Warp 5. Very good.
I'm also gonna...
That's really good routing, actually.
Yeah, I'm just also gonna assume he did Underground. I didn't catch
Yeah, he
that
did
either.
Underground
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Well, no, sorry, I think he did Diddy Mountain first.
Yeah, Jeff's Japes was routed really well.
Yeah, I was gonna say like doing the mountain first so you can tag Warp 5 so that then you can use the skew to go to Tiny Stump and then Warp 5 back and use that same skew for Lanky's painting room. That's really good.
Alright, TJ has to do Block Tower without Simian Spring.
Right. That's an annoying one. The moontails aren't too bad, but then like actually grabbing the ledge is really annoying in this specific spot. Once you're past it, usually the rest is fairly easy to climb. It's only backflips and the final moontail directly into the barrel. Alright, I think Mumbo just got the underground.
Yeah.
So that should be a point. And TKettle. I think TKettle got a point in Japes, but I don't know which one. Probably
he got Mountain GB, I think, as well. If he didn't, he's going for it soon because he messaged me about it.
He just left Funky with Diddy, so I think he's about to do it soon.
Jeff is going back into Aztec. He's gonna find out real fast that there's only one useful hint in here.
Yeah, Aztec is really disappointing. It just so happens that all the hints that Wrinkly gives you there are kind of for things that you can't really skip.
Yeah.
Alright, Mumbo just got a 3rd point with the free Diddy GB.
Nice. This slope climb that TKettle is doing is not easy.
Yeah, I would rather
I think he's just gonna go get O-stand.
Okay, so TJ just got Block Tower. And I'm assuming he's gonna go back in for the Power Shed. Is that the only ones in Factory? No, you can also do Chunkies, right? By doing any of 3 golden bananas without using Primate Punch.
Yeah.
The hints that Wrinkly gives Chunky are kind of ridiculous. They almost always just boil down to punch everything you see. And they can be applicable for like several different golden bananas. He's just like, don't use Primate Punch and you will get points. Alright, so yeah, Jeff is finding out just how bad Wrinkly is in Aztec. Is he gonna tag Tiny and open that door just to go do the Chunky hint and find out it's useless? Nope, he's out. So yeah, I'm hoping that most of these runners will have looked up what Wrinkly says so that they don't have to find out by actually talking to her. That's just like a huge bonus. And research is allowed, of course. They can go look up that information so that they don't have to find out directly in the lobbies. But they still do need to talk to Wrinkly.
I don't think it's a huge time sink, honestly. They still have to talk to her either way. The only thing is preparation. I guess it helps for her.
Yeah, I just think that it's so much better if you get into a level knowing exactly like which bananas you are going to get in there.
Jeff's heading up to Factory now.
Oh, TJ doing a robot push. Wait, where is he?
Is he?
He did a production room robot push.
Oh,
he did a production room robot push and he's going to dark room that way.
That's so clever! No!
That is wild. I've never seen the robot push in production room before.
So getting into Dark Room is the hard part. Once you're in there, getting the GB without Primate Punch is really easy. But you actually can get it with Primate Punch in here because the advice she gives you is to punch
The gates.
the gates.
Yeah, there we go. That's the point. Nicely done.
Everyone's looking pretty even right now.
Yeah, 4 for her 5. That's a really close
Do you
race.
wanna do a quick check-in on how our other 4 runners are doing?
Sure. I don't have all their streams open, but I can do this. We got Zernicus, we got Candy Boots, we got wait, who else? Zerulda, and the last one is T Fresh.
Yeah.
All right. It looks like T Fresh is currently on no points, but he is entering Aztec. Zerulda has 8. Whoa.
Whoa.
He messaged me a couple times. Looks like he does like know what's going on because the questions have been good. I'll be able to find out soon about the others.
PG's in Galleon now. How is Galleon? I think Galleon is... You can't get all of them, but you can get some of them. Galleon, you can get 2 of them. You can do Seal Race, or you can get either of the Gold Tower GBs without opening the Star Door.
Sorry, I'm getting questions bombarded.
DK64 just now got Underground. I think he's finished in Japes, or does he still have Tinies to get?
Okay, sorry. I got like a bunch of questions all at once. All right. Oops.
There we go. TJ is going down for Submarine, I think.
Yeah, so TJ was asking me about Submarine, which we just had to have a little question about the ruling here. So the way the hint is worded is a little odd. Wrinkly says, dive down to the submarine near Funky and see if Tiny can find a way inside. So like it doesn't tell you to use Mini Monkey, but it's kind of like implicit. So by clipping in without using Mini Monkey, it's you know, Tiny is finding a way inside, but I feel like we are still disregarding the spirit of the hint, which is to use Mini Monkey to get in.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I was looking at how they're doing. So Zanern has 8 points. TKettle TKettle's on 7. That's not what I wanted to look. TKettle is featured.
Candy
Okay,
Boots?
Candy Boots.
Yeah. Candy Boots just
Alright.
asked me about Seal Race, so I'm guessing he's in Galleon as well.
Yeah, Candy Boots is in Galleon. I think he's about to go to the submarine as well. So we got Candy Boots on 8, Znernicus on 8, Zerolda is now on 8 still, but he's about to get one. And so, yeah, there's a bunch of people on many points.
It seems like it's going to be close.
Yeah. All right. So, right, TJ, I think TJ also asked me about this. So, the hint for
Dang.
Lanky, oh, right, the water is low. The hint for Lanky is to, where do I have that? Here. The hint for Lanky is to jump through the stars, jump through the star with Angard, and the treasure trove opens. And so that doesn't give you a GB directly, but any golden banana you get by going in the treasure room will count. So you can get any of the 2 gold tower golden bananas, or even the pearl rescue mermaid golden banana. Which, why would you go for that one? I don't know, but you still could. Or actually, you could even get DK's blueprint without opening the door.
That too.
That actually could possibly be the fastest.
I'm sorry, I was answering questions, so I missed if you said it or not, but Pearl Rescue also would account for that.
Yeah. Mumbo questioning reality in front of Ringley's door. I feel like this challenge might not be loved by every single runner, but I'm hoping that everyone at least has some fun with it.
Yeah.
There is some place for interpretation that we're hoping we'll see some creative solutions. Jeff is phase walking in Power Shed. He doesn't need to do that. Just the moon kick is enough. But if he doesn't have coconut, then that's still good for him.
We got the skid jump backflip up gold tower from TJ. We were just talking about that last night.
Nice. TKettle also going for tiny submarine. All right. Sorry if we go silent sometimes. We are also
Yeah.
trying to answer questions from all the runners
Yeah.
at once. So TJ doing seal race without freeing the seal, so that's going to be DK's hint and Galleon. And Jeff is doing block tower without Simian Spring. That's going to be for Diddy and Factory. DKettle just came back from the submarine. There we go, TJ on 7. So I think most of our runners are between like 6 and 9 or 10. Yeah, Zerulda on 10. Candy Boots on 10. Zernicus on 9, but about to get a 10th one. So that is going to be very close. Alright, so TJ heading to Japes. Japes is going to be very... it's a really good level for all those hints because the bananas are quick to get and the hints are fairly easy to ignore. TKettle choosing Stealthy Snoop over Searchlight Seek for a reason that eludes me.
I'm actually really... Well, it might have just been because he didn't get Balloon. I happen to know for a fact that this is TKettle's least favorite barrel in the entire game. So I think that's the only reason that makes sense to me, is he didn't want to go get Balloon.
I think it might be my least favorite as well. Like this specific Stealthy Snoop.
Yeah.
Because of the speed strats, it's just so easy to get caught when you're trying to save like 8 seconds. And so, yeah, I often don't even go for it. Alright, Mumbo entering Factory for the first time. So the best levels for this, although you do need to visit almost every level because you don't have that much room to spare with 20. So Japes is really good. Aztec is horrible. You can get one golden banana, but that's it. Which, in fact, if you are like lightning quick and you realize that as you research the wrinkly hints, you could just start the game and get the free lanky golden banana in your first visit to Aztec and never go back.
Yeah.
Factory, you can do 4 out of 5. Only Tiny is impossible because the hint hints towards key 3, which, isn't a banana. In Galleon, you can get 3 out of 5. Fungi, you can only get DK and Tiny. Caves, you can get everyone, and Castle, you can get everyone except Diddy, because the Diddy hint is just instructions that you can't skip. So the most valuable levels are Japes, Caves, Castle, Factory. So I think that's probably why we see a lot of people going for Japes and Factory early on, and Galleon.
The thing is, though, is there's so few that actually count that you're going to need to utilize one of those less useful levels.
Yeah, unless someone comes up with a truly novel strategy, then only 24 hints are able to be bypassed. TJ going for underground without the X. That's going to be a point.
Oh, I'm getting my first question from Jeff.
All right, Mumbo with the block tower. I'm not sure if that's his 7th or 8th. I think it's his 7th.
Oh, Jeff just bought Balloon. I was wondering what he was doing in Cranky with
TJ with the skew.
with Lanky.
Right. So TJ with the skew is probably going to get Tiny Stump and then maybe transition that into Painting Room. I don't think he's done Mountain yet, so we're not seeing the clever routing, the same clever routing that Jeff used, but maybe he has other plans. There we go. That's a 10th one for TJ. And so TKettle just finished reading all the hints in Factory. I'm assuming he's gonna get at least 3 in there.
Yeah, he just asked me about the production room turning on. Said as long as you don't go through R&D, it's fine. Mumbo's trying to figure out how to get into Dark Room.
Right.
There we go.
There we go. That's good.
He looked like he was about to give up for a second there. Glad he kept trying.
Rainbow point for good measure.
I almost said those exact words. I haven't noticed much about what a lot of people have been buying. I've been trying to keep a better eye on the shops.
Alright, TJ with the skid jump, long jump strat to skip the painting room. Nice. And submarine for Jeff. The free chunky GB is a nice free point as you enter Factory. Nice one. So far I'm noticing that TKettle has exactly the same amount of golden bananas as his number of points, so that's good.
Oh, he just added one. Was that just from freeing Chunky?
Yeah, because
Okay.
he did a dance skip, so he didn't have time for a little bit.
I'm gonna assume he didn't enter Jape's lobby as DK, or didn't exit Jape's lobby as DK. Did he? He did
Yeah.
do Jape's, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like you are allowed to collect any amount of bananas, but only those that count towards skipping a wrinkly hint count
Yeah.
towards your score.
Yeah.
So that's why we have them like actually use a counter over their GB count, because they could have a different GB count. All right, free point for Mumbo as well. And TJ skipping the bridge. That's a finicky backflip.
Yeah.
There we go. Ooh, nice. It's very rare that you can get the delayed switch press after a Simian Slam with Super Simian Slam.
Who forgot to update their counter? Oh,
I
Jeff
think
forgot to
Mumbo-
raise the water.
I think Mumbo forgot to update. Oh, there we go. He did now.
Okay.
Someone yelled at him. TKettle also phase walking in Power Shed. And we're on 12 for TJ. I'm gonna have a quick look at the other racers. We got Znernicus on 12. We got Candy Boots on 13. We got Zerolda on 12. And T-Fresh is on the board with 2. I think T-Fresh had a bit of trouble getting into Aztec at first. He spent a longer time doing this get key 5, go to castle, free the Kongs, and cut out thing. So I'm assuming maybe he had trouble getting an Aztec. Ooh, TJ going to fungi. I think that's the first fungi visit we see.
And he has grab because he got production room, so this is not a bad idea. I think you can get 3 in fungi.
It might only be 2, actually.
Let me check.
Fungi has 2.
Oh,
It's
fungi has
DK,
2.
where you get the mill golden banana, and Tiny, where you do the spider without breaking the box to let Tiny in.
Right. Both of those are pretty simple things. You can get into mill very easily and then ledge clip into the spider fight room. And the mill GB is one of the easiest GBs to glitch to in the entire game.
Yeah. Yeah, Diddy, she tells him to take an aerial trip to the top of Giant Mushroom, which isn't really skippable, and Lanky, the banana colors give him a clue in one of his rooms, and that's like you need to press the mushrooms to make the barrel appear. And for Chunky, it says to throw Chunky in the well, and that's the only way to reach the... You can't actually enter like the loading zone. You need to activate the cutscene to go in. I think. Am I crazy?
So I'm just gonna say that TJ just wrote in his notes, Oleg to top with DK for Diddy's. I don't know if you're gonna be able to get the banana like that, though. Wait, does it drop?
It does drop.
If he can pull that off, I am kind of excited to see him go for it, honestly.
I don't know how do you get there with DK though.
I don't know. He has an idea and I'm excited to see it. Because we had that as uncompletable, so.
Jeff is unhappy with walls at the moment.
Mumbo is choosing to do Toy Monster. Did he not end up getting Darkroom?
Did he get Darkroom?
I thought he
did
got
get
Darkroom.
We should tell him. Although we can't always see everyone. All right.
Candy Boots is asking if he can come in voice chat because he's having trouble articulating something. Can we allow that since we know
Sure.
he's coming in? Okay. Don't look at screen.
Hello.
Hi.
My question is, there is a hint that says rocket up to the top of the mushroom for something with Diddy, or something like that. So, can I... It doesn't really say, like, anything about Diddy's specific bonus barrel. So, my question is, can I just climb up normally, and then get, like, Lanky's Darkroom GB, or something?
Does it not say for Diddy to do it? Hold on, let me check.
It says you can rocket to the top of the mushroom with Diddy, is basically what it says. But yeah, you may want to
No,
check it.
that one is definitely implying that it means for Diddy's, because there are other ways to get to the top.
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
is like
That
pretty
that one's for
clearly
Diddy's,
for the
yeah.
bonus barrel.
Pretty clearly. All right, thanks.
Sorry.
Um. All right. So TKettle is on 14. We got some runners approaching 20 already. Znernicus is on 15 at the moment. Zerulda's on 15 as well. So this is going to be really close. I think we got 5 of our 8 runners at 14 or 15 right now.
Oh, TKettle's heading to caves. Is this the first time we've seen caves? I know Mumbo went to caves right at the beginning for caves earliest, but...
So are we doing prod room or...
No, it has to be Power Shed. I've told that to like 3 people, because that was what we discussed beforehand.
Okay.
Oh, Mumbo with the drawbridge swim back of pain.
All right. I got a question from 3 runners at once.
Was one of them TJ? I was wondering what he looked like. He was just kind of standing there for a bit.
Yeah, so I got TJ's Nerd and Zerulda asking questions all at once.
Okay.
He was asking whether he could rocket to the top of the giant mushroom, but not to the bonus barrel to do something.
That's allowed, right?
Yeah.
As long as he's not getting the barrel through.
Is he... I think he's trying a skid jump backflip with Tiny. Without using a wall, I don't even know if he can do that. Oh, it's really close, but...
Oh, that was so close! Oh my god!
Wow. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's so close.
Oh man. Oh, we got an ad.
So how is he gonna moonkick up there?
You already answered TJ, right?
Yeah. I'm assuming he also asked
Yeah.
you, and I didn't reply
Yeah.
first. I feel like the only thing that's gonna happen for him is he's gonna clip through that slope and fall through the mushroom.
Oh,
wow.
no way! Oh my god.
That is wild. Oh, and yeah, he can moonkick off that slope.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Oh my god! Okay, I think... Hold on, no, hold on. If he does rocket barrel back up here with... Are we sure that is allowed? Because he's still using he's still using rocket barrel to get up here.
Well, I think what he's probably gonna do is orange lag cartwheel, but we'll see.
We're gonna have to clarify that then. Because we can't just assume that and then...
Alright, I got a little distracted.
TKettle's gotten rotating room and he's now going for ice shield. Are those the only two you can get in here, or is there one more?
Sorry, I was...
Oh, there's
what's
a
your
bunch
question?
you can get all of them in caves. I thought caves was one of the weaker ones. So he's done rotating room and he's doing ice shield now. Well, he's done ice shield now.
Okay, is he gonna be able to do it? Oh, he just fell through.
Oh,
Oh, he
no.
fell. Oh,
No! Oh,
that is a big
that's
F.
tragic.
Yeah, he just left the level, so that GB's gone now. Well, that still gets a point in my heart.
Yeah, me too. It won't matter for the
Very
race,
entertaining.
but it
TJ
matters.
wins the extra style point.
Oh, hold on. Is he doing this for oranges?
Well, I hope that he doesn't go back, because leaving the level means he has to do the whole thing with DK again if he wants to do that.
I think that's what he's doing. He's going back in.
I mean, he can just go back in for Spider and Mill. If I don't think he did. He get those yet?
But the point is why would he get that fairy and then go back in? Is my question.
Right.
I
Well,
think
he's out of
doing
orange.
it again.
Yeah, he's doing it again. It's really unfortunate that he left the entire level though, because I think that if just going in the giant mushroom and back out. Actually, I'm not sure.
I think it's if you reload the area, it goes away. Like, I think
Yeah,
as soon as he hit that
probably.
loading zone, he had lost it.
Oh, I think Znern is done.
Is he?
Znern finished.
I'll bring him in here.
Right. Yeah. Morning.
Morning.
All right. Wanna confirm
Hey,
your
class.
GBs?
Yeah. So let's start with. I'll just go levels in order. Japes. I got all of them. I got the GB after freeing Diddy, but I freed Diddy in Castle, so I didn't use Coconut Gun. I got the GB on top of the mountain in Japes without shooting the peanut switch that opens the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
I did the lanky painting room GB without peanut or without orang stand or without anything really. I did the stump GB with skew, no mini monkey, and I did the underground with the swimming in. Underground GB with chunky. So that's all Japes. I skipped everything in Aztec. Factory, I got Power Shed with a Moonkick, so I never actually went up to R&D.
Perfect.
And then I did the block tower with Moontails only. I did the free chunky GB without slamming the switch because he was free from castle. I did the... well, Mad Jack isn't a GB, so I didn't do that. And then I did Dark Room without punching any gates. And Galleon, I did Seal Race Skip, which I asked Bismuth about.
Right.
Without Brute Key Blast, of course. I did DK's Blueprint, which I asked Bismuth, without opening Treasure Room. I did the Submarine without Mini Monkey, which that one I thought might not count, but I asked Bismuth and he said it would count. And then that was it for Galleon. I didn't do anything in Fungi. Caves, I got everything. I did Rotating Room Moonkick for DK. I got Diddy's 5-door Igloo with a swim in. Lanky, I did the Beetle Race skip without using Baboon Balloon.
Yeah.
And I got knocked down twice, so that was actually annoying. I got the Ice Shield with Tiny and the Ice Shield with Chunky, both moveless.
That was
And
all of
then
them?
Castle...
Oh, okay.
No, I'm 3 left. Castle, I got... what did I do in Castle? I did the Lanky Beaver Bother without Sniper.
Mm-hmm.
I also had a rough mistake there, but anyways, I did do it. And then I did Chunky Museum without Punch, and also the car race as Chunky.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Cool.
Yeah, we got everything.
I think TJ is
wow.
trying to
I
land
thought-
on the trough and
Yeah.
scoff to get up. I don't think that you can do that.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. TJ is going full wild strats right now, and I think unfortunately it's gonna bite him because he was in like a close group at the front, but now he's just stuck at 14.
Oh, dang. I think it's really funny how TKettle was thinking glitchless, and it's like anything but glitchless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're not allowed to do the intended solutions for all these GBs. You know,
What
in
did
the
you
beginning
think
of
of
the
the
challenge,
challenge?
yeah, in the beginning of the challenge, I thought to myself, I'm looking at, well, since I knew I would definitely free all the Kongs and Castle as the first thing, and I did check the Aztec hints while like going through the early game and realized, oh, you know what? I can't really do anything in Aztec, so I guess it's good that I just go there for key 5 and nothing else. And then I checked Castle and I realized, okay, I could do DK Minecart, but I wanted to make that a let's see if we need that many slow things before committing to it. Although I was very 50-50 about whether or not I should do Lanky's Tower. I knew I was definitely going to do Museum and Car Race.
Right.
But the Tower, I was like, that's pretty slow, but I think I want to commit to it now because I'm here and it would be nice to at least get 3 out of Castle. And I'm glad I did because afterwards I was going through and looking at the other levels. I very quickly realized you could do all 5 in Caves and all 5 in Japes, so I knew that was a solid, gonna be half of all my GBs. And they were all pretty quick too.
Yeah.
So then it was just like, okay, what else can I do? And I thought, gee, I'd like to skip Fungi because turning the wheel for the hints is really annoying there. And thankfully, a lot of the Fungi stuff was like unskippable anyway, or undoable. Like you can't do Diddy's, I think, and you can't do Lankies or Chunkies. So DK and Tiny, but it would have to be doing Spider Boss, which is another slow one. I did think DK doing the mill would be another decent option if I had to go to Fungi, but then I was basically thinking I'll save that level for last if I need one more. And then Galleon was more like, I think I had, 3 in Galleon? And I wasn't sure. I knew Diddy and Chunkies you couldn't do anything about. But basically, as it went on, and I realized, oh, some of these levels don't like have that many options. I was glad I did the slow stuff in Castle because there's, when I first saw the challenge, I was thinking, oh, it's only 20 GBs, like I should have a ton of options. But then I realized, well, there's only 35 wrinkly doors actually, so 20 out of 35 is pretty tight, given that some of them are not possible.
Yeah.
So it ended up being, I think, all but maybe 2 or 3 that would even count. I'm not sure exactly what your definitions.
In total, we had 24 that we marked as possible, but like 2 or 3 that, if you were like really crazy, you could make work.
Right. I did think like, okay, technically you could do like Aztec free Llama GB as a spawn snag if you somehow can do that in TBS, but it's like, I don't think that's ever happening RTA.
For Aztec, we figured since you can't get the free llama GB, the freeing the llama also opens a llama temple, so going in the llama temple and getting a GB would have counted.
Okay. See, that's where it was sort of like, I wasn't sure what would count.
Yeah.
Same thing with like production rooms. So like DK's hint is saying like you have to climb to the top floor to basically turn the production room on. And I knew that that gave me a GB, but I wanted to think if I could just get a GB at the top of the production room, is that also a consequence of the hint? But Bismuth said no on that one, and it was like I would either have to get Gorilla Grab for this, or I was gonna have to get Gorilla Grab for the Fungi Mill. Which is ironic because you're skipping the Gorilla Grab sequence,
Yeah.
and you need it because of the lobby hint.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So TJ on 15.
TKettle on 18. I think
TKettle is on 18, and I think Candy Boots is also Candy Boots on 17 at the moment.
nice.
And Zerulda on 16, so it's getting close. Earlier we had 5 people between 14 and 15.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think TKettle just did Spider Fight. And Mill. So he's got to be heading out of here. Because I guess we've learned that the Diddy one is technically possible, but I don't think TKettle's gonna go for it.
Yeah, TJ went for pretty crazy strats. He used orange lag to kick up the giant mushroom side with DK, and then moon kicked up to the barrel. But then when trying to get there as Diddy, it didn't work. He tried to like olag, what is it, cartwheel up, but he clipped through instead and fell in the loading zone to Chunky's blueprint.
No, which
Yeah.
resets the golden banana.
Yeah.
And then left a level to get more oranges, but that like definitely resets the golden banana.
That's awful. I guess you could do like TBS shenanigans somehow. Get like height boosts up there, but
Lanky Rocket.
We're seeing Beaver Bother. Is this the first Beaver Bother that we're seeing on stream? I don't think anyone else
maybe.
did this room.
this was my first GB.
Yeah.
No, but this early on, I thought, ooh, I might be in trouble here because I had such a huge time loss in this room. I actually got killed by ghosts during the cutscene of the grape switches going.
Oh, dang.
Like, I shot the last grape switch, and the ghost hit me right as I shot it, and then the cutscene played, and then he hit me again before the cutscene was over, and I was dead. Thankfully, I grabbed 15 homing, so I didn't have to like go get more homing. I could go back to the tower right away, but I didn't even have warp 5 tags, so I had to rocket up again. So I'm glad to see that that didn't cost me any places.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I missed it because I saw TKettle going to get into Spider Fight, but now he's actually fighting it.
As Diddy, interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the only gun he has.
Right. Yeah, I never bought Coconut or Mini Monkey. I should maybe point out, I did have Simian Spring, I just didn't use it for the block tower.
Yeah, that's okay.
This might be crazy, but I've been speedrunning this game for over a decade, and I don't think I've ever considered killing spiders with Shockwave.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Well, I guess because we always do it as Chunky, so we just don't think about that option.
Right. Just Chunky Shockwave is so bad.
Oh, I will say I did see TKettle buy Grape, so I think he's planning on going back to Castle. I think. Or did he? No, he did Castle at the beginning.
But did he do all of the GBs you could?
No, well, I mean, he just bought Grape, so obviously he didn't finish that one, but...
Well, yeah, true.
But, I was just curious what his plans were now that he's only got 1 GB left after this, after he grabs the spider one.
Yeah.
So...
Early on, I also almost fell into the trap mentality that the Kong who the hint was for had to be the Kong getting the GB. But then I think I asked about that, and then I realized, oh, this is great because I can do museum and car race in one trip in Castle instead of going back in as Tiny.
Yeah. So TKettle didn't get the GB because he beat the spider as Diddy. So you can't grab the GB as the wrong Kong, so he just had to leave and come back in as Tiny to actually grab the GB.
So looks like we're gonna have a pretty close finish between TKettle, Candy Boots, and Zerulda. Zerulda's on 18. Candy Boots is in the middle of getting his 19th, and TKettle just got his 19th. So let's see what he
And
goes
well,
for.
TKettle's gonna finish in just a second, right? He's just
Oh,
gonna
right.
go
Yeah, if he hasn't gotten the
No.
mill one yet, I think TKettle's about to be
I'm
done.
pretty sure he got the mill one.
His
if-
counter's already on 19, so...
If he didn't... No, I'm pretty sure he got it earlier. If he didn't, then why did he go to Funky and go get Grape? I'm confused.
Wait, why did TKettle go that
No.
way? Oh no.
Yeah, it looks like he's just tagging like DK or Chunky to get it. Or
Oh wait,
Blanky.
maybe he was in the spider. Oh, the 19.
Yeah, he's getting homing ammo. He's going back to Castle.
Oh,
he
right.
got, he got Bill GB.
I forgot about the fact that Mill GB reappears.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, the GB's there. He doesn't have it.
No, he did.
See. Okay, so he's not that close to being done.
No, he's got to go to Castle, do the Beaver Bother. So, do you know can you tell what Candy Boots is like on the way to go do?
Yeah, Candy Boots just got his 19th, and now he's leaving Castle. He's re-entering Castle, so I'm guessing he's finishing with another Castle GB. So that's gonna be very close. Looks like he's about like 30 seconds ahead of TKettle in terms of entering Castle.
If the GB he's getting is minecart, it might be close. But
Right, and meanwhile Zerulda's entering Caves with 18, so that
Caves is
could,
a fast
Oh,
one.
he'll be done
You
very
could just
quickly.
get Ice
think we
Shield
could
and
only get
getting a
done
question.
first. Yeah, entering Caves with 18 though feels like not taking advantage of all Caves has to offer, but yeah.
Well, it's not his first visit because
Nice.
he didn't get the cutscene.
I see.
Yeah, he's doing 5-door igloo right now, so that's gonna
DJ's
be a quick
doing
one.
the beetle race. I haven't seen the full beetle race in a while.
Mikey's beetle race is really fun. Ooh, no. I think he jumped. You don't want to jump there.
Oh,
as
that's unfortunate. Yeah.
It's really counterintuitive, but you actually don't want to jump off the ramps. I used to jump all the time as a kid and did not understand why, like, half the time I would die.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think, what were all the other GBs that I didn't do that would have counted? So there was, I guess, Aztec something inside the Llama Temple.
Yeah, so Candy Boots is doing minecart, so that is going to take
Castle
him a while.
Minecart, that was one of the ones I didn't do. And Fungi Mill and Fungi Spider, I guess.
I think that's pretty much the 4.
I think if Candy Boots is already in the minecart, he's gonna beat TKettle because TKettle has to climb all of Castle.
He does have
Mhm.
Rocket Barrel?
No. Or if he does, he didn't choose to tag, did he?
Oh, and he's buying more moves.
No,
does he
he
need?
doesn't need Balloon. I don't think he knows that he doesn't need Balloon.
Ah, right. And Zerulda is on 19, but he's left Caves. He's going back to Aztec.
Oh no. I mean, I guess if you only have one more GB, it doesn't really matter. But,
You only count DK's hint.
yeah, it's
for
the only one
Aztec.
that works.
Well, okay, no, technically you can do tinies.
Right. Yeah, that was one of the technically you could one.
But are you going to, is the question.
I have done it in practice ROM.
Oh,
but
wow.
What
I've
is
never done it in like a regular
I have no idea
challenge.
what Zerulda's doing?
I forget. You don't actually need tiny rocket barrel like they did in the task. You just need to do a series of skid jump backflips to get to the top of the tower.
Oh yeah,
and
you
then
just
feather
need to
lag
do that.
jump in.
We got Jeff going up to do Tower 2, because, he just grabbed some homing ammo.
Candy Boots is still in minecart, but I think he's getting close to finishing it. Yeah, so I think Candy Boots is taking second place.
Finishing with DK minecart.
Oh, looks like Zerulda realized that Aztec was a poor choice.
I
I
think
guess, did anybody ask you about Llama Temple, or did they all just assume, like me, that it wouldn't count?
no.
Yeah, no one
I
asked about
saw
Llama Temple.
there was a point when I saw Jeff go into the lobby, but I think we started focusing on something else, and I didn't see him actually do anything in Aztec. So I think he just also thought, no, can't do these.
Oh, I also just want to comment on what Mumbo said in the challenge chat about some nerd knows all the hints already. I absolutely did not, but I did find it online pretty quickly. And I did clarify that we were allowed to look it up.
Oh yeah, any research is fine as long as you're willing to sacrifice. Oh, Candy Boots finished.
GG. But yeah, having the hints on my screen ahead of time helped a lot because it also meant I wasn't talking to all the wrinkly doors that I didn't need to visit. Only the ones I did. I almost forgot to talk to one of the wrinklies before grabbing the GB, but I remembered it was in Galleon. I like exited the level to go talk to Tiny's door for the sub. I also realized that you don't need to be the Kong that matches the color of the wrinkly door to get the hint, which was good that I tested that early. I wonder if anybody on stream has been like only going to the wrinkly doors with the same Kong.
It hasn't looked that way, no.
Okay.
I know that several people, like for the Gold Tower, people went for Lanky, and for Fight the Igloo, some people went for Diddy. So I'm thinking maybe some people were going for same color as the Kong, same Kong as the door.
Yeah, I thought about that later on, that like, oh, I guess I could have done Five Door Igloo as Tiny instead of Diddy, but it didn't make that much of a difference.
Hey, there's TKettle.
Morning.
Mornin. GG.
GG.
That was a fun challenge. I really liked that one.
Yay!
I'm a little annoyed because I think I would have beat Candy Boots if my computer would not have crashed.
Aw.
Oh, that stinks.
But it's fine. I spent I was trying to reboot and stuff during cutscenes, but I was trying to get stream back on as quick as I could, so I probably stood there like a minute and a half wasted. It would have been close, but it's fine. And I honestly, when I was prepping for the last challenge, I almost thought, I'm like, I wonder if there's going to be a challenge involving Wrinkly. I'm like, I probably should just write down all the Wrinkly text.
I remember
and I didn't do
that.
it.
So you are the nerd who knows what all the doors say.
No, I didn't. Because I didn't look at them. If I would have, I would not have went back into Aztec Lobby because apparently none of the Aztec ones are doable, except maybe Chunky's, but I didn't solve his puzzle to see that Wrinkly hint.
You didn't look them up on Mario Wiki or online somewhere?
I don't know. I would have had no idea where to look them up at.
I googled DK64 wrinkly text or wrinkly hint, and it was like the second result.
I mean, I thought since you had to read them anyway,
A lot of time.
Yeah, since you had to read them anyway, I'm like, it's maybe not this big of a deal, but I would have known which ones to even walk in front of, so.
Yeah, I think it saved me a lot of time just knowing which levels I wasn't going to go do, especially Fungi, because like that wheel of rotating hint doors is really slow, and I didn't even go to Fungi at all because I checked enough of the other hints to realize I could get 20 without it.
What is the chunky one in Aztec?
I think it's placing the vases.
The vases.
Yeah.
And you can't like not match the vases, so you couldn't have done that one anyway.
So you can't do like any of the Aztec ones.
You can do. Well, Bismuth and Corncup said they would allow DK to be like collecting something inside the Llama Temple.
Oh, okay.
Morning, Candy Boots.
Morning.
GG.
Hello. GG's.
But I am still very happy because I told myself tonight, I'm like, my goal is 3rd place at least, so. Success.
Yeah, for sure. Wait, I'm surprised Zoro didn't finish already. Because didn't he say... You said he was going into caves with only 2 left.
Yeah, he went to caves, got only 1, then tried Aztec, and he realized it didn't work, and then is now in Castle doing DK Minecart.
Ah.
But I
guess, yeah,
think,
it already
is he on the way back?
done
I think,
this.
yeah, he's on the way back. So I think he's going to be done pretty soon.
I feel like there must just barely be enough that you could do without having to go to fungi, because I was trying to avoid fungi, but I ended up getting 2 there.
Yeah, we were saying there's like 24 total.
Yeah, we counted 24 hints that were reasonably achievable.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, that was a
I
weird
could go
damage.
try to do the 25th one now, just for fun.
TJ
Well,
has
TJ also tried to prove us wrong.
TJ has 2 left to do, and he's in Aztec, unfortunately, which is... Oh, Zeralda's finished.
There we go. GG, Zeralda.
GG. Oh, and Candy Boots, what did you think of the challenge?
I'm surprised that I did not feel like I was gonna get second there for a while, because I was like, man, I have to do Castle Minecart at the very end. That was my last thing, and so it was pretty crazy seeing TKettle right there behind me, dude. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, you should not have had second, but my stupid PC.
Your PC.
My computer crashed like 10 minutes into the thing, and I had
Oh
to
my
reboot.
God.
I had to restart OBS and pull up Discord and all this stuff, and pull up the race time and all that. So I was like
Oh,
wasting
that's
a lot of
awful.
time doing that. But surprisingly, I was not like salty about it. Like when it happened, I'm like, oh well, we'll just move on from here.
That's the important thing.
Yeah, which is not like me. Usually I would get like very annoyed and upset with that and just like be bummed the rest of the race, but I don't know, it didn't let it bother me tonight for some reason.
Morning, Zeralda.
Morning.
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 GG.
Congrats, GG.
That was a lot of fun. I was not sure about how to interpret a lot of it, but I'm glad that I asked Bismuth questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely important to ask questions on this one.
Yeah, we knew
Oh,
it was
yeah,
going to
we
be really
knew-
ambiguous, so...
Yeah.
I'd say like the last 4 GBs were a pain, and that was about it.
Yeah, I feel like
I
this is one of
definitely-
the challenges that like you start off like thinking, oh, this is nice, scoring some points, and then you realize towards the end that there isn't that much room to spare to get 20, so you need to be pretty particular about it.
Yeah.
Especially considering so many of the Aztec hints are impossible. Raising the tower without Chimpy charge, doing Beetle Race without being small.
I'm gonna try that one now, just for fun.
Yeah, Aztec was the bait level in this challenge.
Yeah.
It really was, and I went back there twice, so
Oh.
that's
Oh,
real.
no.
Did you not look up the hints online in advance?
No, I thought that
think
was-
that is like the single reason I finished 15 minutes ahead of everybody else.
you just looked it up.
You didn't. Yeah, I was like first 5 minutes. I asked research is allowed, correct? And I got a yes. So I looked up DK64 all wrinkly doors in text. It's just like a text post
Yeah, as
on the
long
wiki.
as he actually went to the door to check it before getting the banana.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to go read the doors in the game, but at least I knew which doors I was gonna do.
To be fair, I feel like even if research wasn't allowed, Snurn would still have beat us also.
I don't know, because I probably would have gone to fungi and like turned the wheel and then realized like most of them are crap.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
annoyed.
like none of these people did.
I was really annoyed because I needed 3 more when I got to fungi, and
Oh
only
no,
like 2.
TJ.
Only 2 of them in fungi are doable, so I was so annoyed. I'm like, great, I'm gonna go back to castle.
TJ down to his last 4 oranges. He didn't get in the museum. You can still trigger it just by long jumping at it, but it's much more annoying.
But yeah, what were the ones that were possible that I didn't do? Tiny museum, I didn't do.
That was actually one of the best, in my opinion. because
Aztec
you could do it
DK, I
with
think most
Puppy.
people didn't
Yeah.
do it because
Which one?
Aztec DK. We would have accepted like going into Llama Temple because freeing the llama opens up the Llama Temple.
Yep.
But most people didn't go for it, which makes sense because it was one of those gray lines.
Yeah. I didn't even have to ask about
That
that one.
was a gray line, personally, because she just says find a way in, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
I am finding
Right.
a way in.
We actually initially had it as marked as not doable, but we kind of changed our minds.
Yeah, that one I
Might
was
be a little
that
more lenient, yeah.
that was definitely one I asked a question about because I'm like, that is a super fast one if I'm allowed to just swim in there.
And what's the other one that most people didn't go for?
I did everyone in factory. I mean, obviously except Magic because
Did
that's
other
not a
people
GB.
go into the treasure room?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did.
I did.
Yeah.
Good,
I
good, good.
got DK's blueprint and turned it in later.
That's fair.
That's
I
what I
thought
did.
about doing that.
Oh, I didn't even think about turning in blueprints for it to complete some of these goals. I just did Diddy, Stealthy Snoop.
That was the only blueprint I got.
I feel like a lot of people left one out in Castle. Oh, nice skew from TJ.
Yeah, I left one out in Castle.
I saved Bone Zone for the end purposely.
Nice.
I
Yeah, I
also
was like,
saved it
if
for
this
the
is
end.
why
but
I
then
lose, that's
ended up
fine.
Not needing to do it.
And it was in fact the difference between second and fourth. I'm just sitting there doing Bone Zone, meanwhile Candy Boots finishes, and I'm just Bone Zoning away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up or see whatever if you guys post it to see which ones were doable. I'm curious which other. There's like 2 others that I missed. So
We can probably take like a screenshot of our notes and
okay,
post it.
because you couldn't do Lanky Beetle Race, obviously.
Yeah, you could.
You could.
It didn't.
I did
say,
Beetle Race.
It
Didn't it
said
say like just?
So you had to float
it
up
says
there.
float
so
up, so you just had to not use balloon.
I didn't. Oh, I just thought it said like enter the. I was like quickly reading it, and my mind was like, oh, just entering the Beetle Races
Yeah,
counting
no.
as disobeying.
You had to buy O Sprint, but like it was worth.
Yeah. See, I did not even. For some
Wait.
reason, my brain did not register. that
TJ's
was
punching
doable.
things in museum.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's not gonna count. Should we let him know?
Wait, he might be doing it just to get the rock to go to the car race.
Oh,
still
Ah.
we will allow that. But wait, will we allow that? Yeah, because it's a
that's
different
the-
hint.
the-
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
different hint.
Tiny's hint.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize Chunky can pick up that car race GB.
Chunky X Rock.
There we go.
Are we
Like
right? He's not putting on. Okay,
He's going
exactly.
for the
Yeah,
straps.
anyone can grab the car race GB. The car race GB is one of the few that anyone can get.
That's weird because they can't grab the other car race GB.
Yeah.
I didn't
It
know
is
that.
weird.
I usually do it with DK when we have it in bingos and such. It's really easy.
It's
to pick
especially good to do it with Chunky and the Rock because you can bring the Rock in.
that too.
You see, I thought about doing that one with Tiny, but I didn't know how to get into the area with the minecart or with the car race without using Monkey Port.
Have you seen modified library clip method?
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean I could lag clip probably into the museum itself, but from there to get behind the
Oh.
glass.
It's a phase walk, yeah.
But that wall's not. You can't phase walk on that wall. Where
Well,
the
you can
glass
walk
is.
on the other wall below.
In
and walk
the
on the
stairs, just below the top of the stairs. You can walk on every floor.
And you can get enough height to get up to the loading zone.
You
Well,
can
you
give
can-
yourself as much height as you want based on where you phase walk.
I'm still confused.
nice,
I'll have to look at that because I'm
Bonking the
confused
Rock
with that.
there.
Alright, I gotta hop out, guys, but that was really fun.
All right.
See you, Zerotto.
Congrats on 4th place.
GG's.
Oh my god, this landing on the top of the tower with Tiny is so much harder than I thought it would be. I finally got up to the top once. I'm gonna try lagging in. Oh! I clipped up to the top. I didn't hit the loading zone.
But no, I'm always. I should be more apt to do research, but I feel like the times that I've tried to do research in these challenges, I can never find what I'm looking for anyway. So I've just got this mindset of like, well, I'm never gonna find it. I might as well just do it without the research. But apparently this challenge was very easy to find what you needed.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to spend like a lot of time looking for something and not finding it. That's what happened to me in one of the other challenges. I'm trying to remember which one. But this one I found right away, so it ended up being great. There we go, in the beetle race. It only took like 10 minutes of trying the skid jump over and over.
Wait, did TJ finish?
Oh, is this where you? Oh, okay, I see where you're talking about face walking in a museum. You face walk like on the first set of stairs right near the entrance.
Is TJ done in the race?
Oh, he's
Why
getting
is he
homing
going in
ammo. I was like, why is he primate punching in here? He keeps using primate punch for other things.
Right.
Right.
So you guys are talking about face walking like right at the entrance of the museum, like on that first set of steps.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
sort of like
See,
end up under the room with the pillar and the balloon.
yeah, I got you. See, I was thinking of the next set of steps going down into that like Chunky's actual area, and I'm like, there's no phase wall there, so
No, not there. Yeah.
I was very confused there, but that makes sense now. You just get down just low enough on the steps to be under the floor.
Right.
Quick question, and I know this is probably a long shot, but you guys caught the little bit on the left of the picture of the hint today. Did anyone figure out that like maybe it looks a little ghostly or something? Like, did anyone get any
I
wrinkly
didn't.
ideas from that?
I should have made that connection, but I didn't. No.
I didn't think that it was wrinkly, but I did notice there was something in the picture, but I just couldn't think of what it was.
Yeah, we were like, we need to include a little bit of it, but not enough that makes it obvious that it's like a ghost or wrinkly. So we like maybe we could have shown a tiny little bit more, but we didn't want to make it too obvious that like he was disregarding wrinkly, because at that point it feels like there's only one possibility for what the challenge could be.
I mean, definitely like looking up the wrinkly hints in advance could have helped, but I mean, especially if we weren't able to easily find them during the race, then that would have made a huge difference.
All right, TJ with the gun skew to enter tower. That will be his 20th.
Oh, TKettle, earlier I was saying it's funny how you were thinking of like glitchless type restrictions, and I was thinking this is like everything except glitchless. Like you're not allowed to do intended solutions for anything.
But honestly, like so many of the GPs were like very simple because it's just the same way you do them in 101. So
Exactly.
Or at least like similar to Emily, maybe. Yeah. Caves especially was like pretty much everything the same way you would do in a speedrun.
I ended
Wait,
up.
why are we fighting Puff Toss? Oh, going to Fungi, sorry.
Yeah.
I've never done this before, but I ended up fighting the spider as Diddy because I only had Diddy's gun.
Right, and you made me realize that in over 10 years of speedrunning this game, I never thought about killing spiders with shockwaves before.
Oh, really? I used to do that a lot before I realized that you could just shoot them quicker most of the time if they're on the other side of the room. But yeah,
Yeah,
if they spawn in a group together, I usually always try and, well, not when you're fighting him as Chunky because his shockwave is super slow, but
Yeah, the chunky shockwave is too bad for it to be useful, I think,
but when I used to, like before I learned the 101 route, when I was always just doing it as Tiny, I would shockwave all the time.
or if you're using Rambi, you can also shockwave. Can Rambi do the spider fight in Rambi Adventure? Or he can't go with the fungi?
I don't think you'd be able to damage the big spider.
Right. I don't think you'd be able to reach fungi, or can you?
That's a good point.
TJ's about to finish here. There he goes.
GG TJ.
This challenge definitely would have been a lot tougher without phase walking. Because even something like Dark Room in Factory Oh no, becomes
plug
more.
him in?
We saw TJ actually did a robot push in production room to get Dark Room, which I thought was pretty
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
check it
really
out.
cool. Morning, TJ.
Mornin.
You're muted, by the way. Does he know we're there? Meanwhile, we got Mumbo on 17, Jeff on 14, and T-Fresh is on 7. So I think T-Fresh is gonna default to the 2-hour limit, but let's see if
I think we're getting to a point where it's gonna be. I think Jeff might find it tough to get 6 more in 15 minutes as well, especially
Yeah,
because he's planning on going to Fungi.
I think Mumbo does have a chance to reach 20, but the others might default to their score.
Yeah.
Do we know if T-Fresh is playing on VC?
I think he's playing on N64 actually.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing on VC. That definitely looks like N64.
Well, it's definitely harder to get the last few than everything else. Like you're running low on options.
Yeah.
Unless you've like looked at everything you're going to get and just happen to pick a short level for the end.
Jape was an insanely quick level. Like everything was so. All 5 of them were very quick.
Yeah.
At first, I almost misread Diddy's hint in Japes and thought I was gonna have to do like Diddy minecart without the low switch, but then I realized they were talking about the mountaintop.
Right.
Yeah, well, see, I was confused at first. I asked Corn because I was worried you couldn't press the outside peanut switch to raise the ramp into mountain, and so I was like, oh, if I'm not getting into there without shooting that switch. So
Yeah, I thought about that too, but then I read it again and I was like, no, I guess they're talking about the inside switch.
yeah,
Oh.
Mumbo questioning his life choices there. Oh, TJ is
I
going
was just
back to
gonna
the.
say. It's personal now with this trick.
Yeah, TJ asked me if he gets this one, does he beat everyone in points? I think he probably
I feel
lost
like,
about 10 minutes in that one.
I feel like Aztec Beetle Race qualifies for similarly difficult.
Yeah.
But this one is pretty amazing. So he's gonna
Oh.
use the missing Trophenscoff door to backflip up.
I still don't think he
Yeah.
can make it up after
Still
that.
pretty high, yeah.
Did
Maybe you can moontail from there, like to the side.
I don't suppose it would be allowed to rocket barrel up to the lanky switch and then like moontail from there, because you're still using rocket barrel.
What does the hint actually say? Take an aerial trip to the top. Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
you would need to not use rocket barrel.
trying to crash climb. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, that is harder than anything else.
Sorry again for the I'm sure it was stressful trying to fix like with my stream Corn when you had to like redo everything.
Oh no, it was
Ooh.
okay actually. I just had to retype in your stream to open it up and then resize you, and it was all good. You're already pretty much perfectly placed.
I feel like it has to be possible by just cartwheeling with lag. Yeah.
Oh, trying to use the edge of the slope to reset the slope timer is an interesting idea. Surely you could just moonkick with TBS and then tag Diddy out of it.
Or O stand with TBS, right?
Well, okay, yeah, you're right. That's even easier.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a casual. Where would you even moonkick from?
Probably from where you can drop down to like Chunky's blueprint. You know, there's that spot without the fence.
Oh wow, that would suck so hard.
Yeah, definitely O stand and then TBS tag. It sounds good.
Oh, I didn't realize TJ was already at 20. Yeah, I thought, like, man, he's really trying to get
This
his
is a
last one.
bonus point thing. Yeah.
Well, I just did the tiny one, so I'm technically at 21. It would have been fun if you had like first to 24 points and we had to get every single one of them.
Yeah, I thought 20 was pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
If you could figure out what the 4 worst ones would be, to skip them.
Yeah, 20 was good because I suppose if you're not careful, you could have locked yourself out of a couple, but then it's still doable.
Yeah, I feel
Right.
like over 15 is where the challenge parts begin. The challenge part begins.
Yeah.
All right, they got 9 minutes left. Mumbo and Fungi. He can only get 2 of them there, so.
He did just ask me if he could get Diddy's without Rocket Barrel. Not like if it was possible, I wouldn't tell him that, but he asked me like, can you?
But if it would count.
If yeah.
For that one, could you do the bonus barrel as another Kong, and would the GB drop down like on top of Lanky's switch, or how does that work?
Yeah.
That's what TJ actually did, but
Oh,
then
he
he
did.
couldn't get back up with Diddy.
Okay.
I think he's doing it now, if you want to see.
Yeah, I'm watching. I just didn't know he had already did the bonus barrel.
There we go, he did it. So now he can moonkick up and get the bonus barrel.
Yeah, this is definitely the best way to do it, and then you'd have to most likely TBS with an O stand to get up there.
Oh, Mumbo just got Mill GB as well. I think they're gonna go for Spider Boss now.
And that will be 19 or 20?
19. To get that.
Yeah, he just got 18.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
somewhere else.
maybe
though.
not.
Maybe against
I saw him
you.
pull out his gun and I thought maybe he was checking to see if he could go fight him.
Yeah, I almost entered Spider Fight as Diddy was 0 ammo, but then I'm like, that's not one of those fights that gives you unlimited ammo. So I'm like, crap. So I still needed to buy Lanky's gun anyway, so I just went Funky's first.
I'm curious what Mumbo's doing.
Yeah, one thing I really liked about this challenge is it felt very reminiscent of Bingo in a lot of ways, because like skipping a bunch of moves. 'Cause I feel like I do that all the time in Bingo. I just try and skip as many moves as possible and then see what I can get done.
New goal for Bingo, 10 wrinkly GBs.
10 GBs.
Fresh.
Thanks for the raid, T-Fresh.
Well, he finished on 7, so that's still pretty good. I know that I think he struggled early with getting into Aztec and reaching key 5 to do Castle Kong and all that, so it set him back a little bit. I think he got his first points around 40 something minutes. Yeah, he said he couldn't get Aztec early.
Damn. Yeah, Mumbo's going for Spider Fight now.
I did it. I want a bonus point, Bismuth.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Wait, how did you get Diddy up there in the end?
I got Diddy up there through lag cartwheel.
Ah, okay, so that does work.
GG.
We were thinking it might have to be a TBS O stand angle.
So, TJ, you got 21, but Znernicus did Beetle Race and Aztec without Mini Monkey, so you still lost.
Oh, you did? That's pretty impressive.
He was talking about doing it, but I don't think he did it in
I'm
the
getting
end.
messages.
Oh,
Yeah, I did.
Never
It
mind.
was like, I don't know. It's good.
Oh, did you manage to do it?
Mhm.
Oh,
How'd you
nice.
get in at the top?
Mumbo's
Feather
asking.
lag.
Mumbo's asking
Wow.
if Bismuth.
Yeah.
Mumbo's asking if he's allowed to get to top of mushroom with rocket barrel and then try to get the barrel after. I think that's fine, right?
Well, you can go to the top, but not like the top where the barrel is and the
Yeah.
lanky switch. You can go to like the warp 5.
Oh, there. Yes. Just not above the slope. Is that what he's asking, or is he
I
asking
think
to
so.
go up?
Yeah, just telling me he can go up to warp 5, but not to the very top.
Ice trap? Double ice trap.
Ice trap
That was
again.
rough.
Yeah, I can try to make a clip here of that beetle race entry.
I don't know if Mumbo is able to get to 20 because he needs to come back here with Tiny.
No!
Oh,
No!
don't exit level. No.
He just
Oh my God.
despawned the GB.
Oh,
He is
no.
not going to be happy about that.
No.
Wait, did he just
He exited
exit level
level.
intentionally?
Instead of just leaving the room and coming back, he exited level to get to a tag barrel, I think, instead.
Oh no.
Oh. This is gonna be sad.
So I guess I actually could have did spider fight at night as long as I didn't use, what was it, Chunky was part of the hint too.
As long
to
as you
get-
didn't open the box and Mini Monkey in.
Yeah.
Would you have been allowed to punch open the back to go in with Chunky to defeat the spider? Or did you have to skip that punch too?
No, it was just the box. I think it just said punch the box.
I guess just the question mark box would be
Yeah.
the only important thing, yeah.
Mumbo's gonna be so disappointed.
I know. Oh.
Well, you could have
When-
just gone there with Tiny also, right? You
When-
didn't have
when
to
he-
defeat it with it on.
Well, he might not have feather.
When he re-entered the spider room, I sent to him, "Don't cry. This is a learning experience."
Oh no.
All right, 2 minutes left. Let's see if anyone can do something in that time. Is Jeff moving still? Oh, I think Jeff is just running out of ideas for something to do in a minute.
Yeah. Which is
I'd
fair,
be-
especially in fungi.
I'd be especially impressed if Mumbo managed to get this in 1 minute and 17 seconds.
Is the bonus barrel low enough that you can just moontail from the switch?
No.
Oh.
No, okay.
Yeah, I guarantee you from experience you cannot do that.
The skid jump backflip with the Tiny though was so close.
Yeah, but it's not quite enough. Well, at least I don't think it is. It might be if you're able to pull off max height, but
Oh,
Ooh,
Mumbo
that's a
probably
nice
knows
strat
this
he's going for.
fancy rando thing that they're talking about in chat, right? Oh my god,
Oh,
that's
nice.
so cool!
Oh my god.
That is amazing.
Using the
Oh, using the
club!
clump, he almost gets it.
Bouncing off the clump.
This
to
is
reach
so
the barrel.
cool!
I think he might need to moontail this, but
Yeah, I'm just curious, like in Rando, how y'all get up to the barrel once you're up here.
They lowered it in Rando.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
you can always backflip.
Gotcha.
Well,
Which is a questionable decision in my opinion, but
and
it's
there's
close.
a tag anywhere, so
Yeah.
All right,
they,
2
they might just
hours
do it
have
for
passed.
Lanky. Yeah, it's funny in Rando they play glitchless for the races, but it feels like some of the stuff they do is it's like, is that not a
All
glitch?
right.
Yeah.
Morning, Mumbo.
Morning.
Morning.
What's up?
GG, 2 hours have passed.
GG.
GG.
Morning, Jeff.
Hello.
Yeah. How did you enjoy the challenge?
I think this is my favorite so far. I really enjoyed it, even though
Happy to hear
Oh,
that.
yay.
I did dumb stuff. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good challenge. And I think a lot less was up to interpretation than I was thinking.
Yeah, there's definitely a handful that are up to interpretation, but a lot of them are actually pretty straightforward.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of them are. Do you know the way to bypass the intended way? Like, for some of them, it was easy because, like, oh well, that's in like standard practice in like a 101.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But,
Everything in Japes, everything in Caves was standard practice pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. But like Aztec, like I see you've got a video right here, and I'm like, Aztec right off the bat, I was like, I don't think I can do any of these.
I didn't do this one in the challenge. I went to do it afterwards because I knew it was possible, but it's not worth trying in a challenge.
Do you have a list of the ones that are like for sure not doable? Because I have a few of them marked, and I'm curious if there's actually a way around them.
Well, we have a few marked as impossible, but not necessarily 100% impossible, but not like we expected anyone to do them. So Aztec Diddy, since you can't, you need to bash the gongs to
Raise the tower.
to do anything.
That one, even the task doesn't get a workaround for.
Yeah. Lanky, you need to do the matching game to get that GB.
Right.
Yep.
Tiny, well, it is possible to get in without Mini Monkey, but we marked it as impossible because we didn't expect anyone to do the task strat.
Is the matching game possible to like get enough height to get up to where the GB is?
The task did it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Player do it.
I don't know how you would gain that height, but I'm
And,
assuming
It's
I'm
some kind of TBS moonkick thing, but
yeah.
even
I'm
one regular moonkick is not high enough, so you need something else.
Yeah, so what you would do instead is you would set up TBS, go in as Diddy, crash climb up to the top, and then tag Lanky.
Oh
But
my
you would
God.
have to do all of this blind. That's not happening.
Yeah.
Crash climbing blind? Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, that's right.
Could you use the TBS telegrab to get higher up stored positions?
So I don't know if there's a grabbable ledge there, and even if there
you need
is,
the
you would need like a higher floor anyways above you, for the telegrab to even work.
Right. It's not just
So-
any ledge grab. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
if there's anything you could do with that.
Yeah, and like there's nothing that you can grab on like a pole or a tree, so you can't glorious boost up to it. So I have really no other idea what you could do.
For yeah, even getting a stored position, there's no grabbable things.
Yeah.
Aztec Chunky also needs the vases for the GB.
What about Aztec DK?
Aztec DK,
we would have allowed anything that was inside of Llama Temple.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, because
I
doing
thought
the
that was
Bee
only
Blast.
the Llama GB.
Yeah, doing the
That's
Bee
surprising
Blast
too.
also spawns all the
Okay.
switches and lets you into
I
the
gotcha.
temple, so
I should have asked about that. I just assumed it was only the Llama GB.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
also just assumed it wouldn't count and didn't ask.
Factory Tiny gives you key 3 and not a GB.
Right.
Galleon Diddy is also you need to fire the cannon to get that GB.
What about Factory DK?
Factory DK, you just do Power Shed with a Moonkick.
As long as you don't go through R&D, because the
Yeah.
hint says to reach the highest level of factory to turn on, and so that's through R&D. So as long as you just do the Moonkick and storage.
Yeah, you just can't do the drop down through the chute.
Oh, so you can get up there and use coconut to get in there. You just can't drop through the chute.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That sucks. I didn't see that.
The other impossible, we got Chunky. Because you need to open the chest. You need to break the chest to
Right.
spawn the
Galleon
GB.
Chunky, yeah, I felt the same about that.
And what about Galleon
Um,
Tiny? That was the submarine,
Galleon
right?
Tiny, we actually initially had it marked as not completable because based on the wording, it was kind of
The wording
kind of a
doesn't
gray area,
really
but then we
say anything
Submarine.
about using a mini monkey barrel. or
right.
going small.
So we did decide to allow it, like getting in without mini monkey.
But it
Yeah,
said
I was fully
you can't
expecting
swim down to
be-
the sub. So I thought the sub was just off limits.
I was expecting a rejection when I asked about the sub.
Yeah, same.
I'm surprised that
Because I was like,
yes.
like it says find a way in, and I'm like, that's technically a way in.
I feel like we
We're-
also kind of felt the same, but we were a little lenient with it because it was kind of like an implied mini monkey.
Gotcha.
That's definitely the most gray area hint, I think.
Yeah.
Galleon Chunky, right? It was Fungi Diddy was something we marked as impossible, but TJ showed us that it isn't.
Galleon Diddy?
Fungi Diddy.
Fungi
Yeah,
Diddy.
Fungi
How'd you
Diddy.
do it?
Yeah, so what you have to do for Fungi Diddy is you have to go and tag DK first. You might be able to get by with Chunky, but DK for sure works. And then you have to use Orange Lag to kick up the side of the mushroom to get to the top. You have to do a really jank moon kick to go and get into the barrel as DK there. You complete the barrel, and the GB falls down. After that, you go down to the tag barrel around the top of the mushroom. You
Right.
tag Diddy, Orange Lag cartwheel, or Orange Lag long jump.
or the thing
Or Mumbo had a
did.
better way to get up with Diddy, it turns out.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
the lagless way.
What is that way? I have
Do
your
it again,
stream
it's
open.
really
You mind
cool.
showing me?
I could try. It's kind of hard, but the
Alright.
idea is you do the cartwheel up, and then you kind of slide off the edge so that you can get into a crouch state and do a backflip.
Ah, so that is possible.
I wish I knew
Yeah.
where I were.
You do it right where the Tropfenskopf door is, like that, because you can slide off the edge there.
Yeah, that makes
Um,
sense.
The other three impossible ones were Fungi Lanky because you need to do the mushroom, the colored mushrooms to make the barrel appear.
Right.
Fungi Chunky because
Ah.
you need to ground pound this with the gate or the whatever
Right.
for Chunky to fall in.
Can you?
And
Oh,
Castle
okay, never
Diddy,
mind, you're right.
you need to do the ballroom with the candles and
Yeah.
all to do the GB. So
Those
those
are
were
all the
the
ones that I had
ones
marked
marked
as
impossible. So that left 24 completable ones.
If you played Lanky's Mushroom Room in black and white,
Like
That
on a
would've
black
been
and white
a
TV.
I'm colorblind. I can just do this, right?
In TBS, I guess.
That's funny. That's really funny.
You
Oh
bring
my
a tag
God.
barrel in with Chunky, and
Oh
then
my.
Oh my
Oh my god. Do you guys want to see the hint for the next one?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Yes, of course.
I think this is one of our favorite pictures.
yeah, this is a good one.
Oh, the timer's over his face.
What's a he?
Oh.
Yeah, it's on screen
That
right
is a
now.
really, really great expression.
Oh, I.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
no.
What is this face from?
This reminds me of the with the background being where it is. This reminds me a little bit of that meme of the little girl standing in front of the house being on fire.
It's fine.
The eyebrows
This
aren't
DK
right
looks
for
very
that.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like his wife just walked in on him and his girlfriend.
The challenge is just visit Candy as DK.
This is a
And
hilarious image, and I have no idea what the challenge could be about.
That's a cool skip right there. Watching y'all on the mushroom.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that looks
big
awesome.
and rando.
Nice.
I wouldn't say big. It's actually quite small, but that's where I learned it, and it feels good to do. You feel cool doing it.
Do you?
Absolutely.
So in rando, do you mainly just do that for lanky, or can you? Oh no, someone said the bonus barrel is lower, so you can like bounce off the clump maybe.
No, you do a flip and then a tag to someone bigger.
Oh,
So
okay,
like
that makes sense.
flip and then tag to chunky gets in the barrel.
Gotcha. I would just be finding rocket barrel before.
Yeah, I've never done this in a rando. I didn't know it was possible, and even if I didn't even think it would be allowed, but I guess it is like a glitchless maneuver.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of like weird little things that are totally allowed with like the tagging and the like, as long as it's technically a glitchless movement.
There's a really cringe way similar to this to get up Lanky's pipe in production with solo Diddy.
Oh no.
It's miserable. And if you fail it, obviously it's, takes another 30 seconds or so to get up there compared to this.
All right, I'm gonna hop off, guys. That was a
Yeah,
really fun
I'm
challenge.
gonna end
That was a good
stream.
challenge. I really liked it.
Yeah, very cool.
Thanks y'all for
Good night.
joining, and everyone for
All right, good
watching.
night.
Good night.
Have a good night.
GG's.